Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the IESF 14 World Esports Championships Bali 2022. Back with your host, Bangorista. And finally, here we are at the closing match of the day, and also the very last match here on the ice stage, as we're going to witness who is the next opponent of Team Mongolia, who will advance all the way to the grand finals of the CSGO male scene here in the ice stage. And as the closing days are passing by in the Indonesia Esports Summit and also the IESF 14 World Esports Championships Bali 2022. If you happen to be in Bali, feel free to come to Merusaka, Nusa Dua Bali. We're gonna have a good time in the closing ceremony, and as the tickets are free, just exchange your Garudaku account, because IESF World Esports Championship is known as the most prestigious esports competition in the entire world. And this year is the 14th edition of it, which has come a long way since the beginning of the IESF World Esports Championships. And we're gonna have a good time by the beach height, as it was held at the beach with the very beautiful scenery. And of course, it is happening in the Island of Gods. Here we are at Merusaka, Nusa Dua Bali. There are a few teams left competing for the ultimate prize, and few of them is Team IESF and North Macedonia, who are going to once again challenge the Team Mongolia, who is waiting in the grand final. And also, IESF 14 World Esports Championships Bali 2022 is a part of Indonesian Esports Summit, the biggest esports festival on the beach, an annual celebration of the country's esports ecosystem initiated by the IESF and PBSC, Indonesian Official Esports Federation. So, without further ado, let's call up the teams that are competing for the final match here in the ice stage. First up, please welcome the defending champions, North Macedonia. Led by 8 Kid. Here they are, one win away to their second grand final after last year's. They take all the crown, facing Germany in the last match, and they made it through a very close match. Please give a round of applause for Team North Macedonia. You may proceed to the left side of the stage, please. And also one of the powerhouse that you cannot give a blind eye to this team. Also, please welcome the challengers of the lower bracket finals of North Macedonia, Team IESF. Taking on the grand stage once again. Here they are, Team IESF, looking composed, looking focused as they take eye on the grand prize and of course the grand final spot. Please give a round of applause to Team IESF. Okay, you may proceed to the right side of the stage. And also, for this lower bracket final, I will be presenting to you as well our referee for today's match. Please welcome Mr. Stanley Chia. You may proceed to give directions to the players, please. The final handshakes, the symbol of sportsmanship and athletes virtue, as the players take on to the final match ever here in the ice stage. And the match is, of course, will be led by our favorite pair of casters. Please welcome Om Wawa and Contra.
Once again, good evening from Bali, Indonesia. My name's Contra here with Wawa. We're here for our final matchup of the evening. Of course, welcome to the IESF 14th World Esports Championship. And all this is supported by wonderful Indonesia, Kemenpora, NOC, as well as Kony. And thanks to all our sponsors, JHL Group, JHL Auto, Nusapay, Das, Gudang Crypto, Pertamina, Taiwan Excellence, Hydrococo, Samsung Galaxy A Series, IndiHome, Telkomsel, HIN, Episode Hotel, Mersaka Nusa Dua, Mineski Global, Indonesia Football Elite, ESID, Lemon ID, Bossa, Sofel, Antis.
Yes, and to all our media partners, Net TV, Trans7, Detikcom, Esports ID, Video.com, Dunia Games, Dance TV, Dance Play Merah Putih, Bola Skor, kami bijak.
And of course, we're getting ourselves ready for our final lower bracket match before all this will transition to the huge stages. And of course, if you guys are looking for something awesome, do check out the Samsung Galaxy A series, where it does pack a whole lot of punch. All their phones coming in 5G, and you got the A33, A53, as well as the A73 to choose from, with amazing specs ranging from, of course, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of memory, Super AMOLED Plus screen refresh rates up to 120 hertz, and many, many more. So say goodbye to lag and welcome to amazing visuals coming from Samsung Galaxy A series, because awesome is for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, let's get back into the topic here, where we're gonna see like both of these teams. They've already met, I believe, at the upper bracket between Team Macedonia and also IESF, and it's a 2-1 score for Team IESF.
Exactly, and this is basically a grudge match, which was being set in stone once again, that they will meet again. And who knows, North Macedonia has planned enough for their revenge here on stage to see whether or not do they still have what it takes here to be once again defending their throne, as they were the champions from the previous year.
Yes, and we'll see the bracket here. This is the most updated one from today. I mean, this is our second last day into the final stage of CSGO. Team IESF, they lost against Mongolia 2-1 at the morning. And later on, like North Macedonia, they win 2-1 also against Germany. So both of these match is really close. I mean, like we have the overtime, we have the map 3, and right now they're gonna meet here, Team ISF against North Macedonia.
And it's been a long day for both teams, as they've been playing, all 3 games of their respective series, of course, with Team ISF playing very, very early this morning. And then now we're also seeing Germany being defeated by North Macedonia. So it's just back-to-back rounds for North Macedonia. We hope that they're not too exhausted yet. We did have a little bit of a long break before we commence our final lower bracket match. And Mongolia is waiting on the line to see who's going to be the next grand finalist. So with that said, we really have to take a look at all these sort of matchups when we have seen both of the strengths as well as very little weaknesses from both ends of the spectrum. And it's really hard to tell who's going to be able to have any form of an edge, though IESF has managed to take that win earlier over on that upper bracket match.
Yeah, so like Team ISF, they have like what, 5-6 hours a long break before they play this last match of today. Meanwhile, Macedonia, they played against Germany and they go into the overtime and they go again into the map 3. But the positive point for North Macedonia is that they win at the best map of Germany. It's Vertigo. So I must say that they will have a very good confidence against Team ISF, even though like they are the one that Team ISF is the one that putting North Macedonia down in the lower bracket.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because the last time they've met, they played a couple of matches as well, and I believe that they did have rounds in Ancient, if I do believe. Well, we definitely have to recall once again. Well, we definitely will search that up once more. But
yeah, Macedonia can pick the map, the Ancient. But ISF, they play Ancient well enough, and they give what, a retaliation against Mongolia as well, right? Mongolia is picking Ancient, and did they win or did they lose on the Ancient?
Well, the last time we've actually had both of these teams meet up, ISF have managed to win in Mirage on 16-13, and then on Ancient, it was, well, of course, this was actually versus Mongolia for IESF. They managed to win, you know, they dropped that round, but it was really close, pulling it over onto overtime. Now, looking back, it was Macedonia that was 16-13 against IESF, and then we hit over Mirage as well as Overpass, where IESF had managed to basically take that back-to-back win.
So I think that Mirage, North Macedonia, they already proven to us that they play really well on Mirage. They take down Team Germany that on the lead 7-0. They're just flipping on the table and they take the win with the 16-14 against Germany.
It's crazy, right?
It is really crazy from North Macedonia. So I think that if it goes to Mirage, IESF, they need to well prepare about their AWP. It's gonna play an important factor here. It's gonna be like Shady against the AWP from North Macedonia, and I believe his name is 8Kid. Yeah, 8Kid against Shady.
Yeah, these two definitely do play a vital role overall for their matches. But other than that, I think like there's just a lot to talk about. When we did mention about both of the op players, will have both stats to be compared here on the stage, as the KDAs sure may lean a little bit more on Shady, but it's not too different when you take a look at the average stats. It's only one less coming from 8Kid.
Yep.
Therefore, I feel like Shady, of course, did have only a very slight difference when you take a look at the overall run for Team IESF. They were the ones coming in from the play-ins as well, so they have a lot more matches to be played out as compared to North Macedonia.
Yeah, but previously like 8Kid, he's the guy that making the clutch a 1v4 clutch with no scope AWP. And also like he's the winning factor towards North Macedonia when they fighting against Germany on the last match. So I must say that even though like the kills is not that compared to Shady, but he's the guy, he's the clutch factor for North Macedonia.
Exactly, and you got to also take a look at players like Kakanito as well as Kiksan. These two players coming from North Macedonia are always armed and ready to take anyone on. So also, we'll also like to see the player to watch, where the spotlight will be given over to one of these players out there, and it has to be Shady. Well, overall, throughout the span of the run, it's quite amazing that a player that mainly just used the AWP has garnered 382 successful shots of kills throughout the span of this tournament.
Yeah, so he's plus 98 compared to the death. And yeah, we can't count the headshot percentage. It's only like 30%.
When you're using an AWP,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sometimes it doesn't matter, right?
Yes.
You hit the body shot, it's still over. So consider it done.
Yeah, and I think like it's gonna be like a gruesome fight, a 1v1 against an 8Kid, if we must count on it, or maybe a fraud against Kakanito.
Yeah, like these two players, they definitely are quite close to each other when it comes down to the KD ratios overall. And I think like other than, of course, Froth,
Fanvicious.
Yeah, Fanvicious, who's also been showing up really strong today, especially on maps like Ancient. So therefore, maybe they're going to play something entirely different from what we've seen so far from both teams. So we'll have to see right now what kind of veto are we getting.
Mirage Dust 2 is probably closest that we could see. Yes, we have decided Mirage Dust 2.
You got two right, and
One
yet
Ancient.
again, Ancient.
Ancient it is, so 3 maps.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Okay, we absolutely love the form of picks that we do have here. Team IESF, they played so well inside of Ancient, and the last time we basically have them meet up, they did manage to successfully get a lot of points on this map itself. Therefore, I think the difference maker between the last time that they played is this Dust 2 map is now played by North Macedonia.
Interesting to see. I thought that North Macedonia, they will pick Mirage and the Decider. Or maybe the map pick is going to be like Dust 2, Mirage, and Overpass, or maybe like Vertigo at the last. But yeah, Mirage is the decider here. And Mirage is one of the power map for North Macedonia.
Yeah, and also just to reflect back on the last time they met inside of Ancient. So the most amount of points scored by Macedonia on the CT side was 11 points, and then 5 points overall on the T side. So I think like this time around, Team ISF really wants to switch it up on the starting point, whether if they start on CT side or the T side, to make that difference here. So with that being said, Dust2 is the only oddball here, which we know it to be a very balanced matchup. So
Yeah.
I do like what I'm seeing, and Mirage is where Team ISF has been relatively comfortable as well. 9 points over on T side where they show very great coordination, and then 7 points coming in on their defensive side of CT.
Yeah. We saw yesterday, especially like Team Macedonia is playing on Ancient as well. Like they are really active, running around, like controlling, taking the mid section. So I guess it's gonna play an important factor, especially against Team ISF, who is really like to do an aggressive move, a very fast one. Like they can go straight to the B side. They are very sharp with the AWP. So I guess that we're gonna see like a contest here. Who's gonna take the control of the mid on the Ancient? I mean, probably like all of the map, like they need to control the mid. Like Ancient, yeah, because you can go A, B. Relatively quick. On Dust2, it's pretty important to watch out from the A shot, and especially on Mirage, you don't want to get backstab from the underpass.
Exactly.
Or maybe connector.
That's where, of course, we'll definitely see what sort of adjustments will be brought forward to play, especially these few rounds here will be the most important. They've made it into the top 3. They just need to get to the grand final stage. So let's see whether if North Macedonia can pull their back-to-back championship here by taking down Team IESF first. And the last time, they were also brought down to the lower bracket. So it's kind of like history repeating itself, but IESF is here to deny them and change the course of history. With that being said, we are ready for round 1. Let's hear from the crowd as we are getting ourselves into our first matchup. This is the 14th World Esports Championship, Bali, Indonesia.
The IESF would like to welcome you to the 14th Esports World Championships.
All right, let's kick in. This is our first map of today, and probably gonna be the last as well, because yeah, this is lower final. One team will fell short right now. Styles way to the dual Beretta and 8 kid. Now players from Macedonia, they will try to conquer the B side, and I think they succeed in doing what they want to. It's Ventitious though. Sorry, it's IESF, and IESF is just clearing every corner as fast as they can, and they've done it.
They're just relentless. They're just charging through that B side. None of the members of Team Macedonia has been able to get anywhere close by. So North Macedonia, they're going to go for another eco round. Stuck with the USPs, battling with the Desert Eagle at the very least. So, well, you're going to see whether or not can he basically find those one taps though. IESF now brings in 3 AKs to play, and immediately Spirit goes into the tunnel, shreds out Kakanito, and they're just seeing whether or not can they find a clean entry into A.
Yeah, kind of funny to see like Macedonia, they only play all of them, like nearly all of them is using the USPs. Like we know that they can make some force buy, but I think that they want to buy on the 3rd round, so they're gonna keep their weapon right now. But Kixan, he saw a glimpse of their opponent. But I think that the weaponry, they're just losing in terms of the weapon. And right now, another spray coming in from Shady. 1 down, and 8 kid is the last guy from Macedonia. And IESF still manages to hold and take the win. I mean, like, it's their bonus round.
Yeah, it's quite a decent bonus round overall, and they've managed to take quite a number with them on this A defense. So for the record, IESF, of course, was expected to take that round.
Yep.
And now, finally going for the buy.
But
8 kit, though, he finally get the big green gun up online. So let's see him going at work this time around. All being set, Macedonia immediately delivers with Styles with the triple.
A fast win there. Just cutting the player from IESF. It's really fast. Like, I thought that there's going to be some delay. Like,
Not even 10 seconds in the match.
yeah, so fast. I mean, like, there's
Holy
some
moly.
a good piercing shot coming in as well as at the B-long.
Mhm.
So, yeah. I mean, like, at kid AWP, it doesn't make any sound. So, probably, like, ISF doesn't know yet. There is the op on the side of Macedonia.
This time, they're going to be sending Cognito all the way wide up in the middle. Immediately denying a little bit more of an access for North Macedonia. I mean, Team IESF. Sorry, got it the other way around. Smoke being popped over onto lane. There is one member out of Team ISF guarding by. Cave's going to be difficult to be penetrated. While they are trying to find something out of that Molotov. On the right corner, though. A little bit of exchanges will result in Cognito dropping a nade onto Vicious. Rough way to go out.
Yeah, a very nice grenade because he's already know that he can tag him out. So he's just gonna throw the nades here. And Kakanito just need the time to pull back once more because he need to make some good reposition before make any important gunfight.
And this is going to be pretty rough for North Macedonia if they don't rotate in time. Look at the rest of Team ISF ready to strike. Same goes to Styles. I mean, he was the one in charge, taking 3 members down out of Team ISF the past round. The whole exact same angle. A couple of smokes now utilized, but the flanks are coming in. North Macedonia have a plan of their own. And the longer that Team ISF wait, they will be punished.
Yes, and this is power probably from Macedonia. It's like they will pin out Danny. He's already behind. He is lurking. Oh, there is no information. And a spray. Just so unlucky. But he's lucky. I mean, like, there is Styles, apparently.
Exactly, and then the bomb has been dropped on the side. There's nothing much left to do for Team ISF. They are just stuck on the corner cave. North Macedonia now ties the round. And now looks for that lead as well. Great flank angle. Great coverage coming from Style as well. And things have slowly fallen apart for Team ISF, needing to find an avenue to bounce back on this T side.
Yeah, they can't just wait and hoping that the player from Macedonia will suddenly pop in front of their face because from what we saw on the movement of Team Macedonia is that, like, they flank. They go into the T base really far away, and they take a lot of intel from that. And after that, there is some a great flank coming from behind by Danny, and he got 2.
Now we're gonna have a little bit of a pause. Seems like something technical has arisen, but that also allows us a little bit more room to discuss about, you know, the first 4 rounds. I mean, currently both sitting at 2-2. Team ISF winning that pistol round, and then of course securing another one in the back. And then we see the exchange coming in from round 3, and that itself was such a huge factor for them to stop this supposedly train wreck coming from ISF, and all thanks to Styles. That triple kill over on that B has allowed them to basically claw their way back into this game. And not only that, just read ISF like a book.
Yeah, I mean, like IESF, they kind of like play their own strategy, and it's well read by Macedonia. They play it. I mean, their successful rate is coming in when they take the rush, right? But suddenly, when the rush is just a stop on round 3, it's when where the tide is just broken. Anything that's thrown towards Team Macedonia, they can take it. Because IESF, after they can't make the rush, they play slowly and they some kind of like fell into the trap of Macedonia.
Exactly. Now, seemingly they do need a little bit more time to see what is the cost, and I believe that we are jet set and ready. Just when I speak of it.
Yeah.
So back to the game we go. IESF now needing to go on that eco.
Yeah.
So we're just going to see a couple of eagles coming out there. We've seen them going on really sharp shots, and most often than not, when we go into Ancient when you're in that equal round, you really want to find a way to rush over onto A so that you could basically get some of all these area coverage with a burst entry. And North Macedonia, they don't really mind. They're just going to give them a little bit more of that wiggle room, except for 8K. He gets the double. Here comes Danny with the spray. Coming back in with the taps, but the bomb has been dropped.
Yes. Danny with the 2K and make it 3. Perfect round for Macedonia. Now they're laughing. But yeah, it's a pistol round, an eco round for IESF. So I guess it's gonna, let's gonna say that it's their throw round.
Yeah, and we saw Danny, the moment he unloaded the entire clip, he's so confident to just pull out that USP. He's like, yeah, I think this is done and dusted anyways. North Macedonia now find their first lead into this matchup. Therefore, Team IESF, we're going to see whether or not can they replicate the initial success. For now, it's waiting right behind that door. Members of the side of North Macedonia having a firm hold over on lane as well as mid. And this is a little bit of a tight situation overall. Kakanito moves quite far up ahead. And that's where Team ISF is just being very, very disciplined. Not showing themselves up just yet. Styles now being pushed aside. Somehow they do know that they're going to be a little bit feisty. Here comes the swing though. And finally find Kakanito.
Oh, but an opening here, Danny with the doubles. Now he makes it. He doubles up the score here. And Macedonia, all they have to do right now is just wait for the Team ISF to go and plant the bomb, because ISF, I do believe they don't have enough manpower to go into the B side. The Q is there, the flash! And Styles with 1, and probably nearly got the 2, but he's down. So it's already Shady just all alone here with 17 HP. It's not that much.
Well, might as well get the plan down while you're at it. He's already on the side. Wouldn't be much of a hard work, but he does get a little bit more room to get this one down. Now, being challenged by multiple members. They got the knife out, okay. I mean, it's already done. You don't even need to worry.
Yeah, but even like, there is some money bonus by planting the bomb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Showing them who's boss right now. Macedonia.
A couple of
4
teabags.
points.
It's fine, yeah?
Yeah.
It's
and
fine.
You know, this is just a little bit of that taunt because, you know, you still feel a little bit more of that salt being knocked down from that upper bracket. And like, you gotta just release whatever emotions you have on stage. Try to see whether if they get intimidated instead. But Team ISF, I mean, they don't get shaken all too easily. They can still find many ways to come back up. Still early in the half. On to round 7. Kakanito sees something though. He's not going to be able to puncture through the smoke.
Yep. Sand here. 5. Still with the complete member for both of the team. Macedonia, now they are just trying to hold the A. I think they're going to do some strategy, or maybe they will try to pick to get more control of the mid section. A lot of utility has been thrown to the mid.
Froth already being blasted as well. All right, got some Mac 10s to work with.
Yeah.
So expect them to find a way to storm right in, and they immediately go into the doors here, shredding him down. Vicious still gets him by the head. Oh boy, Spirit somehow still alive thanks to Dennis Era.
What is this? This is the half buy from Team ISF. They're only 4 Eagles. And when I can suddenly like, wow, man, the weather changed. And somehow like ISF, they can plant a bomb on the A side. It's gonna be a attempt to defuse the bomb here. Molotov. Enough time, I believe.
They did manage to burn them a little bit. They even have smoke to cover up. Now, Styles is just gonna try to wing it and swing it. Oh, Dennis getting hit. Still alive, but 8
No
kid.
time.
He will survive with only 1 HP.
Yeah.
Consider it done. ISF back on track.
And he's dead.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's on the explosion radius and he's down.
It's okay. Still a win for ISF.
No, okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay. Now, seems like we're about to get to even Stevens here. Well, still full buy for North Macedonia. I think it could still be a difference between the two of them. Shady finally getting onto the AWP. So, expect to see him find a little bit more ground. But on T side, with the op, you don't really have the best areas possible, especially when you're on the B side. Therefore, they're aiming to see whether if they can basically crack this area once again over on A. Now, slow movements into the tunnel where Macedonia knows for a fact that there has been silence on B.
Yeah.
It's way too quiet.
And A set is currently empty here. Vicious going in as the entryman. And right now, a couple of smokes with Molly. Now already covering the ground here, and Fraud is just watching behind. So I think that IESF they could plan or having some free plan on the A once again. But I think Style saying no.
Wow.
The Molly, the utility coming from Macedonia is well placed.
Now leaving only Vicious standing. But Vicious! He's got 3 in a row! Surprise, surprise. Now he gets taken out by A-Kid. All the way from the back. Didn't really expect this one coming, didn't he? Didn't even need to bring out the AWP. He was trying to reload, and that has given more than enough chance. Macedonia now on 5. But what a round this was on this A attack. And you see Styles doing so much damage, all thanks to the Molotov being thrown in as well. But somehow, Vicious trades back, just couldn't really land the final blow.
Yeah.
Didn't really know where 8-Kit was.
So, I mean, like, yeah, he has 3 there, right? He has 2 or 3K, and from behind, I mean, like, there's a blind angle. So, Vicious with a very low HP, surely he can't react to all of what's happening there. And Team ISF stuck at 3 here. 2 times they get to retake. They can't handle the retake. And right now there's smoke. It's gonna be an attempt to go into the B side. Danny getting mollied. But it's just too many, I think, on the B side. Kiksan is already behind. I mean, like, he has a ton of information. Fraud. Where are Fraud? Fraud is just escaping for his life. The bombs drop inside of the cave.
He's gonna run into this direction though, Styles. Just
Yeah.
waiting for him.
I think it's gonna be a free frags for
I think he
Styles.
kind of knows he's there. Couldn't really trade back though. North Macedonia keeps pushing the points up. And you can tell the form of momentum that North Macedonia has. Just having possibly the best glaring stare out of any team. North Macedonia is a little bit scary, I would say.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, like, but yeah, I mean, like, we already saw like Macedonia play like this as a city, but going into the key side, they can't, or they do not play this active. It's kind of like more one-dimensional. But A-Kid. Now his AWP looking sharp guarding the B side.
8-Kit is just going to be holding right here. Not much for him this time around. And since this is an eco for Team ISF, it's nothing that they can basically find over on the mid as well. Gotta find and see whether if they can find a desperate attempt. Oh, this one tap coming in from Kixon.
Oh boy. I think it's no helm,
Oh,
so
man.
yeah, sure it is. It is the M4. What do you expect with no helm?
He's just farming the stats. It's like, okay, hit shots only.
Headshots only, yeah.
One more. Oh, he sees that bullet flying in. He
Oh.
wants to challenge.
Oh.
And he will be challenged. Froth, he brings it back. Over on mid, he gets another one. Okay. Styles at least will rain on his parade. It wouldn't go to that 1v1. He will deny that opportunity.
Yeah, but looking scary, you know, like the double sticks going into the
Yeah.
headshot. Every time I saw like the player from IESF is just using the handgun, it looks like they can win the
Yeah.
round.
Glass cannons. And
Classic.
honestly, North Macedonia is not meant to lose so many members. They had thankfully enough money to buy out. Yeah, Diffuse all coming with the smoke from Vicious is already in to the mid side. Checking the tunnels, and that's where Kakarito finds a good spot to take down Shady. And that's another close one now. Seeing whether if they could basically enter the house. Going unnoticed. Oh, Spirit. I think that Stahl has heard some noise. Therefore, you see a firm hole. Stahl is about to move right into his pit. Where Kakarito swings in. Trades back by Spirit. As it goes for the reload, an instant punish comes out of North Macedonia.
Yeah. I mean, the thread is working really well so far. And Danny Serra will try to come out from the cave. He is on the left side of the B side. Now, it's only a matter of time before he got found out. He already threw the smokes and the molly kicksan. Oh, it's a timing and kicksan. His position is, well, oh, he's big check.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like, Froth, he's still doing so much. Now he's down. But Dennis, he's just going to brute force his way. Macedonia still wins the round, though. Oh, the noises all being made on stage now. Not as quiet as they used to before on that upper bracket run.
Yeah, because this is the lower bracket run. I mean, like, losers, you're not going to play tomorrow and you're going to stuck to become, I mean, at the third place of IESF. So, 8th entry, North Macedonia, looking so strong here. I mean, like, the defense, it like can't be broken yet. There is no cracks or whatsoever. And IESF, they need to pull off something, and yet they are on a half by with Fraud, AK-47, and he's already hurt so much. Just drop your AK, give it to someone, and yeah, he's gonna drop it. He's giving it to Shady, and it's
Okay.
Shady time. Okay.
Not too shabby. Now, a couple of random taps coming in from Kixon. Oh my word! Wall bang. And they're trying to find that angle again. Kixon. Is he gonna try once more? He's gonna pull back, giving them a little bit more spacing. Now they're being all together. Shady does get him dropped. Now Cave could give them a little bit more access, but the smoke now denying a little bit more vision. Can still play it slow. Team IESF so far has only found that 3 point. If they do put in 5 points, maybe it's still decent. But for now, we see all of them gathered over on the mid side. And by now, I think they've already heard the footsteps. As you can see, North Macedonia, they're trying to claw their way back in. There will be that lurk that's still in effect.
Yeah, I left with the position of Kakanito is that he is at the T base. He's giving the order to his teammates that where the footsteps are and Styles.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
He still got 2
10 seconds to go.
angles.
Can-
Kakanito, stop Shady. They don't have time.
Ooh.
They don't have time to plan. Macedonia confirms it. Didn't even need to see them get anywhere near the ground to plan the bomb.
Yeah, and getting the money bonus from the plan bomb. So a good sign here for Macedonia, even though like they lose 3, but they are on the winning round. They have tons of bang. And we saw like the economy. Wow, man. Shattered. Macedonia. They need to win, of course. But hey, IESF they are on the like what they need to win the round, and right now Dennis Serra is already down as well. It is really fast here, Macedonia, looking like they can handle the early pressure from Team IESF, and once again Fanficious down. Only 3 left, and they're just left behind.
North Macedonia making their posers absolutely silent. It can immediately defuse it and gets deeper into the smoke.
Ooh.
Oh, this is going to be pretty interesting. Spirit shoving over on the middle. Here comes Aiken, still hiding in within. Thankfully, they managed to stop him just about time. But that leaves only Spirit alone. Now they're on the hunt. Being flashed out. Damage still done. Going for the wall bang.
Wall bang against a wall bang, and Styles is the one who's hurt a lot.
What on earth is going on? These two just wants to go in for challenges. Spirit, he's way too focused, and this is where Danny is trying to cut the cross.
That is
Wings gets it.
Stun. Still on 3 for IESF North Macedonia. Reigning supreme right now at the CT side. And we are into the end of the first half. Nope. Okay, not yet. Round 14.
Yep, 14. And seemingly, North Macedonia, after taking that victory against Germany, like, they just have that momentum. They just know that there's just nothing that could basically stop them, and basically sticking back into the same sort of game plan resulted well. And kicks on! Oh my word, needing to reload. He's got to fall back, but he's still getting them dropped. Thankfully, Styles comes in to cover up.
Yeah, I mean, like, he can't be punished because there's the Molly. And one. It's just too fast here. Team IESF, they want to surprise, but they are the one who's getting the surprise.
IESF picks this map, expecting to get a lot of good results on this T side. But there's just no avenue of play when you're facing North Macedonia and you're not even getting 40% of your map control done. You know it's not going to end well for them.
Yeah, and the end of the first half, they split out from Team IESF. They put the bomb really far away, but oh, Kiksan starting the frags, but eventually,
What a push.
IESF was getting a lot of frags.
And that's also to their own doing as well. They've been pushing out on the side, thinking that they would surprise the rest of Team IESF. They did not fall prey to that. So, IESF needing to secure at least this 4-pointer.
Yeah.
Before they get into the CT side, and maybe there is a chance. And last time, I think Team IESF, when they were facing up against Mongolia, they were trying to push it over onto overtime. This very map itself.
Yeah, they're gonna go into the B side IESF, and yeah, because this is the last round, 2 ops.
They're gonna save it.
They can't save.
They can't save it.
They can't save it. They're
Like,
gonna go.
yeah, but their position though, like, so far away. Well, they can kind of go in for a rush, and that's where Style punishes. Then the Zera. It's that refract going on. Smokes are making it harder and harder. They got to pull out the pistol, or if they can find any guns on the ground.
Hello.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, wait, kid. His spirit behind you.
What? Finally.
Finally. Luckily, like, it's not a knife, you know.
It could have been.
You can make some souvenir from the IESF, right? I knife somebody.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, 11 and 4. We're gonna switch sides here. Very good, and yeah, a good round for North Macedonia.
Switching over. IESF won that previous pistol round, didn't manage to capitalize on it. This time, needing to do it on CT, honestly, isn't really the easiest. They will expect that burst over onto B, which is the most common attack. But A seems to be very much viable as well.
Halftime.
So, let's see Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Only... This is decent. I mean, 3 members onto B. A few of them cutting onto the caves as well. A little bit silent on A. I think they already know. Smoke's now being set up. Flash coming in as well. North Macedonia now running right in. Just gonna let them have their room first. Oh, gets picked off. The Vicious holding ground. Taking over the cave. North Macedonia had that plan going.
Oh!
What?
A good shot by the dual Beretta, and right now Macedonia, I believe, can hold this attack here. They hold so many angles, and this is a very hard one if you play as the city. And another headshot after headshot by Kakanito. It's insane to see like the dual Berettas eating a lot of hats out there.
Look at this. Left gun. Right gun. Let's go. Headshot galore. That was North Macedonia. They're feeling great. Feeling like they're invincible right now. 12 points against 4. Winning that pistol round has definitely given them so much more opportunities right now. Immediately swinging Froth. Goes in for trades. Kicks on. My goodness. They are just swinging.
They swing it, they pick, and they win another quick rounder. I think it's 20 seconds, 25 top.
Yeah. Less than that, probably. So, back to back. And now finally, Team IESF. They got the guns up.
Yep.
And Shady on this glass cannon build. No armory, just firepower. Dal's just cutting through. The mine taking a little bit of scratch. Kixon still gets one. Spirit returning the favor as well. Shady not working well on that glass cannon. Now, 8-Kid, he picks it up.
All right, AWP in the hand of 8-Kid. It's the main AWP here, and a good swing by Danny. And he's trying to clear the A side. There's nobody though. He's still playing this more cautiously, Danny. We'll hear some sound here because Danny's inside.
They will still get the plan down though.
Yeah, and it's locked down here. 8-Kid. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3. Ooh, ooh. Oh, he missed the shot! Just by an inch, but he connected on the second times.
Great teamwork overall. Now the flash is coming down. And that leaves so little room for Froth. 3 versus 1. Might as well go back and just save it. He's thinking, hey, a few of them are low. Maybe this could still be a clutch I could pull up. But 8-Kid, he stole this thing from Shady. And he says, thank you very much. I don't need to spend more. And I'm just going to take every win and lead the way in this first matchup. I'm not even certain anymore if IESF has still got anything to offer here on the second half. Forcing another save. They're only on that deagle.
Yeah.
They just got to try something unconventional right now.
Oh, I think that when they are on the pistol round, they could try to do some rush thing, but I'm seeing like they are taking the position here right now. Shed is down. The mid control belongs to Macedonia, and they will have no contest out there, and it's gonna be hard because IESF, they doesn't have enough information on the middle. That's why now they are backing off. They're leaving B for right now, but yeah, leaving B, rotate into the A side, probably rotate into the mid. Trying to get intel once more.
If you see the nade coming right through Kakanito, he's just going to wait here for a while longer. Doesn't really need to really do much. Well, of course, that actually is a setup from his own teammate. So, for the time being, Team IESF, I mean, they're working with 4 and up. Don't worry, guys. We got you. We got you. The game's not done yet. So, back on track we go. Danny has already moved in along with the rest. IESF has a member lurking around.
Ooh, Vicious.
Wait a minute.
A good shot eventually. I mean, like, it's equalizing the quantity of the player, and right up front, they will try to do. They need to try. When it's wide open, Danny.
Danny's so low though. Close call. Danny now sees the angle. No shot, no chance. Macedonia now. Match point.
Wow, they really running this map so fast, and even like IESF on the first encounter against Macedonia, they can beat Macedonia. But right now, I think Macedonia, they already have they perform. I mean, like they build up on the lower bracket, and finally, like they can take the first map against Team IESF. And do remember that this is the map pick of Team IESF. So it's gonna be a good sign of added morality towards Macedonia. But I think I spoke too soon.
Yeah, Spirit, man, he's just swinging 180 and he still gets that double. Now Vicious trying to find something through the walls. These nook and crannies are not really giving him much, but 8-Kit, he does find Shady again. Shady so far has done just about enough. Now styles have been found. The bomb's still being planted. Interesting enough, Macedonia deploying at the back of the site. So therefore, leaving a little bit more room for members of IESF to storm in. Okay.
Ooh, what a shot, and Kiksan try to defend, but IESF, they prolong their lives here on the map 1. 5 and 15, 10 more rounds. If they could bring the game into the overtime, pressure on, of course. This is their map pick. They need to win this one, but they are so far away.
Yeah, at least it's a good retaliation as well. And Froth is the only one that doesn't manage a full buy, but we're seeing him do wonders with close range weaponry, I mean mid-range as well. So it's honestly not too shabby after all. So North Macedonia comes in with an early Molotov. Now just by the corner of that cubby, seeing if we can basically get things done here. Shady as well as Spirit. Double AWP setup coming out of Team IESF.
Yeah, so they want to like just guard the A and B, and the 3 will try to gather intel as much as they can. I mean, number 7, Ford will just play at the corner, just waiting, but of course one molly will just let him go away. But a very nice shot there. I mean, a flash, and then he just pops.
Just clearing all these corners, now marching on towards the tunnel. But over in the middle of the house, oh, Kakanito still gets a headshot. Insane trades that we're getting here from Vicious finally halted that mid attack. So for now, a little bit scattered. North Macedonia sees a little bit more chance. Strike them in the side. Kiksan quickly brings them down, but here comes Vicious doing enough damage. But the planet will still go down.
They still or have to do the retake here. Let's go. Can Spirit and Vicious with a very low SP do this job? A very hard task to do here. Now they're crawling slowly, but Kiksan with a spray transfer just closed our first game for the winning of North Macedonia.
What a game coming out of North Macedonia. And they said, you know what? Go ahead, pick this ancient map. We could still play your game. The defending champions now inching closer to the grand finals, still needing one more map victory. And we're going into Mirage, and this is where, wait, is Dust 2 first?
That's 2 first.
Yeah, sorry, no more Mirage. I was living in the past, but with that being said,
After that too, it's gonna be Miras, the home of North Macedonia as well. So I think they are quite happy with the result of the map one.
Exactly, they are the ones that picked that map. Overall, I think like the ones with the most impact in this matchup. The first half, we see a whole lot of work coming from Kakadilo, but Quazar has kept his hands warm ever since that round against Germany. And he's not stopping. Even Styles on this B side, he's been able to do so many wonders, stopping so many initiation coming from Team IESF.
Yes, Kalanito very good. 3K at the pistol round of North Macedonia, just bringing the winning factor round over and over and over.
Yeah, and on the second half, I honestly don't really see all too much coming out of Team IESF because they've already lost the pistol round. They didn't really have the right economy, and when they do, even the AWP purchases didn't really seem to be
Working
best of investments overall. Like double op setup, they were basically planning over onto each respective side, and still couldn't really stop North Macedonia on their swift attacks. So that was an immense showing coming out of all these players of North Macedonia. But heading into Dust 2, this is always that neutral map where even though North Macedonia have seen a lot of great games on from the past all the way up to the present, we're seeing Team IESF to be able to do immense work as well, especially on the CT side.
Yeah, yeah. Dust 2, I mean, like Macedonia, if they play at a CT, IESF, they should be careful or be aware about like Macedonia. They really love to push, and probably like the tunnel will be their enemy there on the Dust 2. And meanwhile, IESF, I mean, like they're so broken on the first map. I mean, they're loose on their map pick, and they're really convincing actually playing on Ancient. But yeah, somehow like Macedonia is far more superior against Team IESF, so they need to pull something off on Dust 2.
Exactly. Now, of course, with them settling the first score here, just heading into the next round, this is where Team IESF, they really have to realign everything back again, because I think like we've seen them at a better state where the coordinations were set much better on the CT side, and it felt like the utilities, when they were placed, it wasn't as effective as it used to be when they're playing on this ancient side. And on the T side, sure, they rushed in and they managed to get a few ticks, but they couldn't really hold it long enough even after plans.
Yeah, and we have our MVP for the first game here. Who's gonna be the MVP on the Ancient? And it's gonna be Danny here as the MVP 20-11 and 4 on the KDA. And we saw like Danny, his position to get a lot of attention, or maybe like as the entryman for North Macedonia. He's the guy that he with Kakanito. Actually, like both of these players is really scary. I mean, like Danny against Germany, he's the player who always receive the damage from the nades, but right now he's the one who's dealing a ton of damage with the rifles that he can use.
Exactly. He's just doing so much every single round, and it's just ridiculous. His work rate is just always at an incredible standard. So Danny still gotta keep his muscles flexed up for the next round, because we definitely do need a little bit more out of Danny to basically infiltrate the defenses of Team IESF on Dust 2. So with that being said, the team definitely needs a little bit more time to prepare for the next round. So do we. It's Amama as well as Contra. We'll go for a quick break, and we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes.
Hello and welcome back to IESF 14 World Esports Championship 2022 with me Omawa and also still with my partner here Contra, and we would love to say that IESF 14 World Esports Championship is supported by wonderful Indonesia, Kemenpora, NOC Kony, and thanks to all sponsors GSL Group, GSL Auto, Nusa Pay, Das Gudang Crypto, Pertamina, Taiwan Excellence, Hydro Coco, Samsung Galaxy A Series, IndiHome, Telkomsel, Hin, Episode Hotel, Marusa Nusa 2, Minensky Global, Indonesia Football E-League, ESID, Lemon ID, Plosa Sofel, Antis.
And also, we'd like to thank our media partners for their coverage. And then, of course, we start with thanking NetTV, TransStudio, Detecom, Esports ID, Video.com, Dunia Games, Dance TV, Dance Play, Mirapute, Bola Score, as well as Kami Pijak. Now, we're having North Macedonia 1 point up ahead, one more to go to get to the grand finals. Will there be more matches here to be brought forward where Team IESF is looking to draw this and then head over to the deciding match? And I definitely want to see how would they fare this time going into Dust 2. And well, both sides have already shown they've been really strong on this map.
Yeah. Dasto is still a wide open area on the mid section, so it's kind of like Macedonia. They really like to play on the open area. They really love to do the one or maybe the aim battle. So I think that's one factor that need to be considered by Team IESF. Meanwhile, Team IESF looks like their strategy is just being held off on the ancient. It doesn't work at all when they play as a T-set and as a CT. I mean, they can be breached quite easily.
Exactly, and when we look at this map itself, it's really vital for them to establish that control over on the middle, and therefore this excess coming from A-Shore has always been looked upon for most part. And then you have the doors where it has been a little bit tricky, whether if you're on T side or CT side. So crossing over on the B, you really have to look out whether if AK does land that perfect shot into that mid door. When he does have that AWP and double doors, I expect there's going to be a little bit more fight going on between these two teams.
Yeah, it's going to be a spam through the wall there at the double door on the midsection into the Xbox, or maybe like we're going to see a fight at the A-Long. We're talking about A-Long, right? Probably there's going to be some push that's been can be done by both of these teams. They really like to push and stay on the pit. And on the BC, you know, like if you're talking about B, there will be like a couple of Molotov with the smoke and of course spam through the smoke as well.
Yeah, and it's really vital that we see Shady show up on this very map itself. I think like in Ancient, he didn't really get a chance to shine as much as he's played on these wider maps. And now I think like finally he does get a little bit more chance to basically prove his worth once again. And throughout that past matchup, Danny has been showing up, and Danny, he's got like what, 22 frags inside of Ancient. Let's see how much more can he do this time around. So with that said, North Macedonia armed and prepared. We're about ready to kickstart our second match.
Yes, and here we go. Our second map, it's Dust 2.
The IESF would like to welcome you to the 14th Esports World Championships.
North Macedonia now starts on the CT. And IESF, they're bringing it real quickly into the B side, but Shady's the first one to be knocked. Danny, the MVP of the past round, quickly goes for the gun out. And IESF still managed to clear off the site. Now, Macedonia has to answer back on the window. Oh, he finds Vicious. Kixan just need to wait for the rest of the teammates to come right in.
Yeah, and a good sign is that the tunnel is empty and Reto Kixan is just holding outside by himself, but jumped out. Yes, the situation is reversed.
This is getting a little bit more awkward now. Styles hold them off.
You know, like, it's like the one that's gonna go as the CT is the T side and vice versa. Because they all on the outside of the B side.
It's a little strange to me. We haven't really seen much of this before. Usually you just hold inside when you're on T. But I think like they have an idea of their own where they hope to push out, find a few pickups. But of course, that was a little bit more of a fang angle, and therefore get a little bit more cleaner access into that B side. Macedonia now on the upper hand, and even so, we're seeing 4 M4s in play. Styles finds Zera. So a little bit more on the plate over on the mid. Millie getting tagged up by Kixon.
Yeah, we've talked about this one, like double door will become some kind of spamming fiesta. And another spam through the wall. I'm like, sure, it's gonna deal a damage, but not so much inside of the tunnel. Danny, he goes in and he gets one, trying to get doubles.
He's just gonna be challenged from the back anyways. Hiding into the tunnels is not really the best way to go about, especially when you're stuck over on the stairs. There's multiple angles to come right in. Then again, that was their eco. Now finally with the AKs up online, Dennis as well as Shady, they will be on the Deagles instead. So, B hits. Not so effective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
It's like
see,
they've got Shady.
Ooh.
The glass cannon. So early.
Yeah. You had a Shady. And it works well eventually because it tags Danny into 30 HP. And in defense mode here, Macedonia. They do not want to make some crazy pick. No, they will just wait and see. Strafing, looking at the low tunnel.
With this AWP, this is very likely an A hit overall. Oh, Cacanito! He tries to shred them through the smoke. Instead, he's the one who got tapped in the head. So now, not many of these members of CT are going to be on this A. Therefore, they will have one more member to try to take over that position. Good work coming from Croft. Now, big swing coming out of Spirit. Not catching anything at all, but that reveals their locations for the time being. Doesn't really matter all too much. A little bit more smoke just to bring a little bit more time. Grenades flying in, not catching any member of IESF yet. But the discipline is showing coming from North Macedonia. They're not going to leave their side.
Oh,
wait.
Spirit blind! What? He's blind completely and Styles is just doing the strafe here. 8 kid!
He was out of bullet. They still get it!
USPs. It's the USPs once again, Ding! It digs Prot and it takes Prot down! 8 kid!
What a shot. A big round coming in from 8 Kid. And it didn't even matter when he's challenging the Opper. And wow.
Oh,
The
man.
fearsome energy coming out of the stage and the crowd as well. A huge boost factor for North Macedonia. And economy yet again being shutted down. 8 Kid, he's just gonna try again on this double door. Are they certain that they really want to challenge this Opper?
It's gonna be hard. I mean, like, they can bait!
It's not fast enough.
Yeah, but he's he's just alone. They're not doing double or maybe triple swing there. So it's cost them like a free frags for Macedonia, but oh, Styles, a fast frags. I mean, this is what IESF need to do right now, a fast frags, refrags.
Meanwhile, take a look at the other side. Now the attention is being drawn right in. They're looking for that plan, sneakily moving into that B side. So they're going to move slowly and slowly. Now Spirit gets that free plan. But look at him go. Coming right in. Daddy's just going for the shred. Spirit still brings it back.
Wait a minute.
Does pop the smoke. He can grab the gun if he wants. Shady. Oh.
My gosh. What is happening?
Is ISF going to turn this around? He finds damage true. It's only Cacanito left. Moving on to the window.
Timing. It's really important right now.
Found the bomb. He wants to get the kill. He's trying to play the wrap around. Gonna fake this one in. Cacanito!
I think there is no time. There's
Just
no
in
time.
time.
There's
No
time.
way, no way, no shot.
Yeah.
Okay, you're absolutely right. No time.
3-1. IESF. I don't know how they managed to pull out from that situation. It's really hard, but they have the sandwich position. One on the CT, one on the B side. And Kanito is in the middle of them.
Man, this guy's a Hokage. Like, he just sneak in like a ninja. And he does the job so well. Gotta thank Shady for that. Spirit definitely came in clutch. Now,
All
good
blind.
move, hitting into the pit. Danny unload the full clip just to get this kill.
Yeah, and he's becoming a fireman out there. But let's wait and see here. Can 8K connected to AWP? He got one. Second one.
Gonna look for the second, and this is a huge gap. And they notice as well, IESF, even though they have the guns, this is not really the right place to do so. They do have one hopping downwards. And 8Kit sneakily holding the lower side of the boxes. Oh, wow. Both operas in action all together, each getting one. Then Zera has already reached the side 2 versus 2. Manageable. Danny finds the tag onto Denizera, and there's just no one guarding right now.
Yeah, it's kind of empty, but Macedonia, they played more cautiously, and a spray from Danny. Luckily, still have 2 for North Macedonia, and they can make the defuse. An expansive round, of course, but it's fine. It takes a round.
Yeah, kicks in. He's been holding the same angle as well. Good refrag. This round came really close though on this full buy for Team IESF. But Macedonia, clean and crisp. Just get those exchanges well enough. And Danny finds Denizera, not even looking at him, so he takes every single opportunity he has. Now back into the eco for Team IESF. Well, it's interesting to also note for the fact. Oh, okay, yeah, switch it over. It kid does. Still hold it. Oh, wait a minute.
Only got one?
Well, it should have been 2. I mean,
Yeah, it could be a
good retrade.
Yeah, it could be a collateral. Somehow spam right now to the B main by Danny. Switching. Has the US piece, but low on bullet. Low ammo.
And he's still getting tagged. Spirit serves directly onto his left, and 8Kit still nails it down. Still a little bit of damage being done. Huge win still for North Macedonia. Just seeing how they've been playing out. They match up to the speed of Team IESF every single time. And it's just some really clean retakes. I mean, not that the bomb was planted on the past round, but know exactly what to do. Now Shady back into big green gun, cutting through the tunnel this time.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, look at how far North Macedonia has went.
Kakanito. I
This
think
is
that
gonna be bad.
I think Kakanito can get 1 if he's not spotted here.
And the position on that mid door as well.
Oh yeah.
This is a really cheeky way. Team ISF turning it around. I mean, they're just reaching over on middle.
Wait a minute.
Spirit, he finds it. Danny now holding on a high elevated angle. Dropping a little bit more. Vicious still tags him out. And Tardy of the B side's open up, but the bomb has been dropped. Bad news. Now they have to fight their way out.
Oh, Kakani. Styles.
Only Styles left, 39 HP.
Yes.
They're going to swing him right now. They still get that trade. And ISF, an important round for them. They managed to still get the AWP back at the very least in this round.
Yeah. Back on the track for Team ISF. They manages. I think that Macedonia they played well, but they doesn't expect that ISF will try to just go straight for the middle for members of them.
Yeah. So that tunnel strat actually worked out so well. Now, this time with a different approach onto that double doors. While North Macedonia, after moving in, they're still having to stack over onto A. Long side is where they're at. And they haven't noticed anything happening over onto short. So, just a little bit of a waiting game for them now that they've popped a couple of Molotovs. They could be well performed. So, repositioning North Macedonia. They're going to have a firing squad at the ready.
A flash, a pop flash. Oh my gosh.
Hey, kid with only 20. He didn't even see that glimpse. Now, quickly with the smokes being set up, A Kid tries to find something here. Tiny little gap. Spirit, as well as Froth. They bring them down on the short side. A Kid still alive. No, A Kid still brings it back. Still don't have a clearance to basically get the plant on the side. And right under, one of them is just guarding them, not allowing any room to breathe. Jiggle peeks, quick taps, Froth. Still couldn't get it. Oh, he switches over onto the knife. He sees it. He knows. He's got all the intel. And Daddy pins him down. Macedonia still getting the round.
Yeah, the bomb platter is staying too long at the goose there. He can't go anywhere. And Macedonia takes the round. And very fast rotation from the A-long as well. So Team IESF, now they are back. They need to do some eco. Meanwhile, Macedonia, they can just take another round here. Bomb going to the tunnel. Meanwhile, 3 will go into the A-long. Oh, missed the nades. What is?
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's still absolutely fine. I mean,
Yeah, we are human after all.
yeah, they are humans, not robots. I mean, they're aim gods. 8 Kid this time. Quickly gets through a bullet directly into Froth. Now, this is going to be a hard access knowing that the AWP is going to be right there, smacked directly over onto the cross.
Yes, and ooh, 4 on the A shot. But it's they just go there. Bro, there is no utility at all.
Cognito still gets him while blinded. This is absolutely ridiculous when they throw in the Molotov to get things done. Now they're starting to be stormed all over the place. Slowly trading back. Okay. Reload that M4. You're going to need it. Yep. Quick charge. And Macedonia, 7.
7. Indeed. Quick score for Macedonia. And I mean, like, it's kind of like effortless for them to get the point there because there is no utility when you go into the shot. It's just a free shot towards a team, North Macedonia.
Yeah, gotta take a look at that replay.
Yeah,
You
but
gotta also commend the hole that's coming from North Macedonia. It's only 2 members there.
Yeah.
And all they needed was Danny and also, of course, supplement coming from what I do believe was it Kakanito? Was it Kiksan? And they just basically pinned them down.
oh, this is very good. You know, like the smoke intro on the B-long. Danny could just spam the B-long all day, all night.
All day, all night, till
Till the smoke's gone. I mean, like
till the bullets run out.
Yeah.
At least. Over onto the mid, though. Hey, Kid, he's just waiting right here. He's not going to look into the tunnels now. He does. Oh, my. How does he even see it? Oh, this guy. This guy.
yeah, it's shady.
Just give him half a second. He's just going to hit every single thing. How many hours do you have to practice to land that shot?
Yeah, I think like, what, 30 years of your life?
30 years. My God.
No, like, okay.
I don't see you hitting that off wall.
Yeah? But Danny here, so low on his HP, but yeah. IESF, they kind of like stuck inside of V tunnel. They can't go out. There is smoke. There's a flash. So they need to pull back, but I think like Fanficious, he can. Surprise! Oh, Macedonia because... Whoa, alright, it's fine. The bomb drop on the Xbox.
Yeah. Though Vicious did get the down, he knows this is not going to be great for him. Vicious, okay. I'll hold that back. Still got 2. Now, this challenge is a little bit more doable, but he's going to be by the doors. Kakanito is the only member that is needed. Now, we are seeing clean 8 points.
Yeah, it's the 8 against 2. I mean, like, yeah, of course, this is the map pick from Macedonia, so probably like we could expect that they can take the winning round on their map pick as well.
It's not that IESF is not trying hard enough on the attack. I think like they've been very, very aggressive. It's just that... Okay. Yeah, just let that pass first. Okay. It's just that Macedonia, their reaction speed is so fast. They come in from all angles of the retake. And just holding the side, not allowing them to plan. It's just denying so much more coming from Team IESF.
Yeah. And we would love to count how many smokes. 2 smokes, 2 flash. Okay. The problem right now is that IESF, they do not have enough flash to cover all of the grounds here. They do have the smoke, the double smokes will play an important role right now. Flash, first flash.
This is going to try to run right in for short.
It's already empty. No flash, no utility. It's time for the flash of Macedonia to work right now. And Kanito with 8 kit. Just killing without. Oh, man.
Kakanito is all that's needed. And on the long side, 8 kits just holding them back. There's just no way that they'll be able to run out of this. Styles lands a killing blow. Macedonia to 9. And Team IESF, this time getting obliterated. And we know North Macedonia, they waited for this rematch. And they just leave nothing behind for Team IESF. That was quite saddening for the fans of Team IESF. I mean, they worked so hard through the play-ins all the way up here. Heading into the top 3 is still, of course, very respectable. I'm not saying that the round is over just yet. I mean, this half is so dominant coming in from North Macedonia. It's going to be so difficult for Team IESF later on.
Correct. I mean, they play at Ancient Dominant right now. They're also dominant. And IESF, they're kind of like hitting a thick wall right now. 8 kit. He's blind. Oh, it's an opening for Team IESF. This is the AWP. Probably could fall off, and there you go. It's falling apart at B side.
Wait a minute. That is still in the middle of smoke, and he's still pulling another one back.
Wait a minute.
Finally, sprays coming in. Shady did stop him with the op. Spirit finally gets the plan. 3 versus 1. And this is so difficult for North Macedonia. But hey, I mean, they got enough points to not worry all too much on this first half. And overall, I think like that was a really good entry coming in from Shady and Co. Where due to the fact that they have one guy swinging directly to the car, they can easily get the sniper down.
Yeah.
So this is where IESF chases back 3 points.
Yeah. I mean, like, luckily, like, we also saw like there's some rotation coming in, right? Previously, Danny is just guarding the B side, but they're leaving out only 8 kit just alone in the B side, and it's the AWP. Once get flash, he need to do some reposition. And that's when all of the players from Team IESF, they're just swarming inside the B side. And they take nothing for granted. They just clear all of the angle at 3 downs, and they're winning the round.
Exactly just that. Here comes Shady. He's going to be flying off, though. Got to reposition. Kakanito gets one inside the smoke. Spirit not allowed to move right in.
Good flash.
Try to check if anyone has passed by. Molotov being set right in as well. Oh boy. And Shady, he's just stuck by the corner.
Yeah, can't go anywhere.
Molotov just denies him. A rough way to go out.
In front right now. They're still gonna gather at the midsection. Probably gonna rush in on the double store, but they're gonna get sandwiched right now. Oh boys.
Oh, there we go.
Lots of
infiltrating onto B. And Vicious Dennis makes quick work out of that. The side is absolutely cleared out, but they got to get this plan really quickly. 3 versus 2, still very much doable for the T side. Starting over on window as well. Now, gotta be careful about your main entry though. This is looking to be a little bit concerning. Styles seeing if it can sneak around smoke.
Yes. I thought that ISF can be sandwiched, but they manages to go inside the B. But luckily, Kakanito gets the doubles and can defuse the bomb here. Solid win for Macedonia. 10 entry. Wow.
With them
Great run.
With them getting the plan, at least they do have a lot of money to spare on this next one. Even so, I mean, North Macedonia, they usually still have so many units standing. And it takes a lot for ISF to crack through these defenses. Especially when we saw that double door attack, Shady, though he has passed, like, quickly they know what you gotta do. Get one through the smoke if you can. Put that Molotov, deny the guy on the corner box. Shady now quickly taps him out, kicks in. Will quickly have that straggling unit to be taken out. Shady yet again. Korea double. Surprise factor onto Kakanito. Now this is where they see the chance. Styles still pins one down.
Yeah.
3v2.
Ooh,
Wait a minute.
Styles, what is
What?
this?
What on earth?
Bomb not yet been planted, and they already on the B side. Styles, they hear the footsteps from the mid.
Crazy how they've been able to just work this one out. Dennis switches it over. Refilling whatever he has.
Ooh.
Just pointed at him. North Macedonia. They lead the first half with 11 pointers.
11. It's kind of like nearly what?
This is the strongest showing we've ever seen coming from North Macedonia, and against like this top 4 team,
I think like
top
they
3 team.
I think they play less pressure on this match right now.
Yeah, I feel like ISF, they're just forcing so many things, and it's not working out.
Yes.
Except for Shady.
Except for Shady, alright.
Doesn't have a helmet though. I mean, this guy, he's always that brave.
Yeah, a glass cannon, AWP Spirit. Now waiting inside of the tunnel. He got 1, 2, doubles it out. And all these are empty. It's always BB hit by Team ISF. And there you go, Shady with a 3K.
Now, finally, we get into our second half. 4 points in for Team IESF. Great rounds overall. I mean, it's been exhilarating. A lot of action going on from the start of the round. And they just hit, and hit.
Man, but it's definitely like this is a total domination from Macedonia at the first half. I mean, they have 11 compared to only 4 for Team ISF.
I'm curious to see what else North Macedonia offers on the T side. As the round begins, oh, we're already seeing a full charge. Full speed ahead coming from the Macedonians. And they are all going to be on long. There's only one at watch. They're already seeing a glimpse of him. Where's the backup when you need it? They have to cut through really quickly. Smoke's now being popped right in. Random taps. Kakanito, first one in line. Tapping over the boxes.
Ooh.
And oh, Vicious as well as Prof. They get the exchanges done. But Danny's still on side. He's going to get the plant.
Yes. Side of smoke. Can plan and right now add to do Danny.
Oh, what?
Front side coming from the Ram and IESF. It's time for them to try to chase the scoreboard. And
So important for them to do so to get this round win. Now we finally see Smile on stage coming in from Shady. Of course, there's still a pile of pressure on their shoulders. Now, Let's see what they do by this time.
Yeah, they're forcing.
Scout.
They have one scout. They're not forcing. They're just, oh yeah, I'm gonna fill it up. One scout. The others, you should just wait. When the scout connected, you can go with your deagles.
Molotov set into place. ISF having a very good defensive approach in this matchup. So this is where looking into the tunnels here will be a little bit more of a dicey move coming from Froth. He's got the exchange of nades, trying to pin them down.
Yeah.
Oh, this might just be unexpected here. He's pushing forward.
You don't
see if he can catch anything. Dennis as well as Kicksan has the exchanges.
Yeah. 11 is not that far away cap if they can take the 2 rounds of or maximize the potential of the 2 rounds of the force by team North Macedonia.
I absolutely agree with you there.
Yeah.
I mean, so long as they can get there.
Yeah.
So far, that's the reason why North Macedonia, they try to deny them as much as they can. Now, B-side's a little bit more opened up. 8-Kit. Oh, he sees the movement! Still not quick enough to basically tap him over in the corner. Froth getting the headshot.
Bomb drop.
Bomb drop. Okay, this is not looking good.
Yeah. After bomb drop, we've already know that Macedonia, they need to pick up the bomb, but it's a good shot indeed. And they deal enough economical damage, kind of like so-so, but still, the damage is a damage. M4 in the hand of Dani. Probably he's just trying to save this M4. Yeah, he's gonna save.
Yeah, running as far as he can over on the pit. I mean, this is no man's land for Team IESF, but they're just gonna try to seek him out. Too far. I mean, 3 seconds left. No chance whatsoever. Danny gets through. And this is still a full buy round anyways for Macedonia. Meanwhile, Team IESF, they don't really have the best of economy after having a few players being pinched. So, we'll see. Could this still be another opportunity now that they're on 6? Oh, making quick work over onto B. On top. As well as a little bit more grenades. Smoke now being set up. Hugging a really close angle as well. Meanwhile, great mid control from North Macedonia.
Yeah, so they just play slowly, like we mentioned. They love to take the control of the mid first before they make some attempt to go to the A or B side. Flash. Blinding their own teammates. Kakanito Edition. Soundy perhaps. And Team ISF, they just play just defense. They don't push anymore. They just try to get information when there's the sound of the footsteps of Macedonia.
Yeah. And there's no commitment whatsoever out of North Macedonia just yet. Waiting long over on the short. And just seeing deep angles being planted by Team IESF. They're just here to deny this plan. That's all they need to do, honestly. So, for the time being, smoke being set. Now he goes right underneath. Dennis is so prepared for this. Now they know his position. Kakanino try to catch him off guard. Here comes the swing. And they will find Dennis. Oh, Kakanino tried to tap over on the window, not being able to find the unit he needs. Now it's only down to 8-Kit. He's just trying to save this AWP.
Yeah. And leaving out, like we mentioned, like 11 is not that far away, and right now 7. Team IESF will get that round and forcing Macedonia to do some eco round. Yeah. Right now 8-Kit still have the AWP. He's not on the manhunt, but yeah.
Too risky, honestly. I mean, you save whatever you can. It's all right when you still have only 1 AWP and then the rest going for saves.
Yes.
Still winnable for IESF now on 7. Like I said, they continue with this push. Very doable on the CT side. We're seeing not much of a drastic measure coming in. Just misses some window. Okay. Crossing back, but won't be able to find the right angle. 8-Kit seeing whether or not will there be more. At least that's a little bit more of an info. 3 members stacked onto A for Team IESF. Okay. Holding back just pretty well. Dodging whatever is being thrown at him.
Very, very good nades coming in. Having a delaying factor is very good. And right now, Macedonia will try to push from the A shot. One on the pit, one on the ramp by Team ISF. They have it all on the long range.
Getting the deal ready right now. The flash coming in. Oh boy. Thankfully, he's still alive now. The rest of Macedonia is just getting closer and closer. Every angle has been checked. The bomb can be planted. Oh,
Connected.
huge grenade onto both Danny as well as Kicksan. And another one to blast off Kicksan. Danny still has the bomb to finally get a bomb plan secured.
Can the retakes done here? 8 hit, missed the shot. No information that there's one on the ramp, but luckily the shot from Danny connected. So Styles.
No!
Styles!
That was insane! He was all alone!
A 1v2 and finally like Macedonia.
They cracked it open with this eco round!
Yes, it's an eco with only 1 AWP, 4 pistols, and they can go and take the rounds.
And now ISF has to force Froth. He's only on the scout this time around. Oh, a lot of damage being done by Shady. He's just spraying right into the smoke. A-Kid as well, Style working in tandem. Dennis does get the trade down. It's Helter Skelter, and now look at him go. 2 members left. Froth makes it all equal.
A very fast skirmish coming in at the A-long. 3-4-3. 6 men down on the A-long. And it will depend on both of these players right now to get the round for Macedonia. And I think Takanito with Kicksan can do this.
Oh, he's just gonna run directly into the crosshair of Kakanito. Macedonia getting closer and closer to where they need to be. The grand finals awaits them if they can get 6, well, not 6, sorry. My math is still bad. 4 more points. I mean, this round is so insane.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're going to the A-long. They have some heavy skirmish out there and 6 down total on the A-long. And right now, it's just the same as double nades. Connected to Danny. And once again, Danny's a guy who's always eating all of the grenades.
Yeah. I mean, you take one for the team, you get those frags back. A swing coming out, and that's where only Dennis gets 1 pick. Doesn't matter, though. I mean, they're on eco. And Shady, the last one to drop. North Macedonia.
Oh.
What did I tell you? These guys.
They are, yeah, they're running, they're taking the lead real fast.
This is the best form I've ever seen from North Macedonia. If you're not a fan yesterday, the day before, you definitely will be a fan right now on how well they work out, even on the worst conditions, and just turn over a new leaf, making every dream possible. Now Froth is holding really closely. This is a little bit dangerous. Meanwhile, look at short. Oh. Members of the side of Team IESF, they have a different approach. I mean, they know that there's nothing much by the double doors.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, like, Froth is just hugging the wall there. Good smokes.
It's just going to wait here. I mean,
Yeah.
no point of peeking, no point of just moving around. Well, we're still seeing Styles holding on to that bomb.
Yeah.
They're going to slowly cut across into short again.
Wow.
But double doors, this is where the danger is at. So, North Macedonia They're about to lead their way into the side.
Oh, the position of Fan Fishes. On the
Kicks
ramp.
out, swings! This crossbar is just set up all too well by Team IESF.
But
They still get across.
yeah, but somehow the crossfire is just being broken by Macedonia, and they have the setup, the double smoke to cross this city side, and they go move up the ramp, planting the bomb, blah blah blah, and leaving it front with Denizera.
And Kakanito, he's always guarding short. He was able to find that flank angle now. Froth looking for that pick. That is going to be the spray that does connect to the hit of Kakanito. Quick jump shots coming in. One watching over on the long. Styles
Ooh.
drops. And there we go. 8-Kit. He goes in for a challenge. Froth still saves the day. It's not over just yet. Team ISF brings it to 8.
Yeesh. Close round there, close call. Just missed the shot by 8-Kit. And ISF back. They managed to hold match from North Macedonia. So close.
The fans are wild here on the I stage. And tomorrow onwards will be on the Earth stage.
Yeah.
You get to see it on the big screens
And we're gonna play it early morning, so I mean like
early morning.
yeah, the stamina of the winner from this match will be tested tomorrow.
That is absolutely right, Wawa. A lot of Molotovs now onto the double doors. And that was just merely just a bait. The bomb is still all the way into the base, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take a while before they get back there. Just going on a hunt. Not getting anything at all for the time being. Spirit as well as Vicious forced to hold those close angles.
Ooh.
Vicious always on the B side. Meanwhile, middle is quite accessible for North Macedonia. Now we're seeing 8-Kit running all the way back just to collect his parcel of victory, some may call it. The C4, that is.
Okay. Some block fusion with the smoke on the middle here. And I still have 5 and 5, and there's still a double nades for Team ISA. It could be useful later on the round here. Kakanito on the A-long.
That's a huge frag grenade.
Yeah.
I mean, it only did a little bit more chip damage. Just a little bit more onto Kiksun. Now both sides holding on to this double door. Kakanito still waiting. And they just get the cleanest plan overall. Meanwhile, the rest of Team ISF, they're about ready to swing
Kakanito?
all together.
Wow.
Kakanito. Oh, there we go. Being spotted out. Danger days for Team ISF. They got to respond.
The time, and Kakanito found the second target. Fraud with Shady. Will try to move up on the ramp once more.
Shady still gets it though.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 more to deal with. Here comes the Molotov. Oh no. I don't think they can basically defuse this one. North Macedonia is pushing into match point. The defending champions here proving their worth to still remain on the throne as they are ready to challenge Mongolia. Needing only 1 more point against Team IESF.
Yeah, and meet with Mongolia for the first time on the grand final tomorrow at the Earth stage. But let's hold on. Now it's gonna be a B fast for Macedonia, but Molotov says no, and the smoke.
Over onto the tunnels instead. This is where Spirit does get a drop. Kakanito ready to take him on. 8-Kit, meanwhile, he does get that headshot perfect over onto Shady. This is just an eco coming from Team ISF, and they push outwards. Danny catches him off. Now they know this is going to be a clean access into that B side. Still managing to puncture in. The bomb is dropped. Danny now stuck over on the corner of the car. And now there is a glimmer of hope left for Team IESF. It's only down to Denizera. A Kid still holding on to the AWP. No pushes out whatsoever. Dennis still holding on to the gun, not willing to go in for any risky pickups. This is extremely dangerous. A Kid is low.
Yep.
Kixan, 87. He's the one in charge to flush right in. Dodge a little bit more of that Molotov repositions. They know that side is clear. They will cleanly go in for this pickup. Is it going to be a close swing? They picked it up. I don't think he knows.
Yeah, because there's a smoke there.
Make more noise. About to go in for a quick rotate.
24.
He's got to make a move, though.
20. It sure be the A hit from the A shot.
Yeah.
100%.
They're climbing their way in.
Run, run.
Let's go, Speedy Gonzalez. 5 seconds. 4, 3,
No time!
2.
No time!
Oh,
No time! No
not
time!
at all. IESF survives only in a matter of seconds.
What? Oh boy.
Even though they do call the bluff.
Yeah, but it's just not enough time. I mean, like 5 seconds, and I think he's the one who's throwing the smoke or something.
But still, it's a struggle for Team ISF. Look at what they have. I mean, 1 AK, 1 M4, forcing them to play close yet again. And they did see an opportunity over on mid. Flash being dropped right in. I don't think they can hold this out.
Yeah. 8 kid. Ooh!
Dennis warns them not to cut across.
Yeah.
Pretty huge one for Team ISF. Of course, for North Macedonia, all they have to do now is not to be overconfident.
Yeah, they've done the confident part there. Right now, they're just trying to stay alive here. Macedonia, they don't have enough running backs and fishes.
Whoa, this is huge.
With
Now it's only Danny left.
Oh, wow, man.
Oh. Whipped on a shot, and Shady still gets him back.
15 and 10 eco round for Macedonia. Could go into overtime.
Perhaps so. Perhaps so. Oh my word. How does IESF keep themselves afloat beats me.
Yeah.
And now North Macedonia showing a slight dip of performance. Being forced into this eco. Heading over on the tunnels. Majority of the members of the T side now from the mid section. Just trying to execute this a little bit more swiftly from the A short.
With the Dennis there opening the frags. Yes.
Oh, this is already a shooting ground. Shady misses the mark. Now there's going to be a couple of members that he has to deal with, but they do get them though. Then Dennis, Shady, everybody is at work. And
Yes.
ISF now into 11. Kit now brings forward the AWP. Kixan is the one who saves.
Yeah, the big boys here, the AWP. And it's a fast round because it's equal for Macedonia. But it's not over yet. I mean, Team ISF will try. Ooh, AWP is at the suicide.
Oh, they do get this read.
No.
Shady,
No,
Spirit,
Kixan.
all down. Froth, he
Ooh,
pushes forward.
3 downs, 2 to go.
It's just a clear sight. Keep in mind,
The bomb?
bombs nowhere near. They're going to bait ISF into the site. And there they will challenge. This is a window peek. He's just waiting and waiting. Oh, he swings! Sauls gets it! Down to Favicious. It's all in the hands of North Macedonia. One more tap is all it takes. Kicks out the final man to do it. North Macedonia, your defending champions, are heading back to the grand finals.
And
Signing up for the rematch against Mongolia.
yeah, and they will try to defend the defending title. tomorrow at the Earth stage. But for right now, this is your winner of our third match of tonight, North Macedonia, taking a win against Team IESF.
This round itself, I mean, this whole matchup, it's all about fast gameplay, fast execution. Man, North Macedonia, they're trailblazing their way. ISF couldn't really keep up by the end of it. But hey, on Dust 2, somehow they managed to bring more and more of these rounds back. We see a little bit more hope, but that hope was crushed. Still, a top 3 finish for Team ISF. A beautiful run from the play-ins. But North Macedonia, they are just way too sharp. My word. Everyone's on form.
Oof. Yeah,
And I just love to see it.
yeah, and this is North Macedonia. I mean, like, they have the best perform when they play on the lower bracket. They always give us tough fights, and finally, they manages to get into the grand final tomorrow. Kakanito, like Kakanito, 8 kid, right? The artist already stepped up to like styles.
Yeah. The final round here was the master plan to bait out the entirety of the squad to move into B. And Kiksan was given that glorious moment for him to basically take charge of taking the final member down, and he has nailed it. So, great team effort coming out of North Macedonia. They are the ones that once again goes into the grand finals 2 years in a row. And we hope to see them put up quite a huge fight to Mongolia, who has gotten their first step ahead. And this grudge match between both North Macedonia as well as ISF, you see the ferocity of this team to basically put everything on the table and say, you know what, you can pick whatever map you want, we will just storm everywhere we go. And they deliver big time.
Yeah, it's like a very... we saw a lot of quick rounds that is happening because they're just a rush in, but this is our MVP of the second game at Dust 2. From Team Macedonia, it is Kakanito, 26, 7, and 19.
It has to be him. I mean, his control was overwhelming for ISF to deal with, and every single time they breach a side, Kakanito was always on the flank angle, always keeping guard. There are times where he caught 2, and then ISF was left baffled. So, stats aside, I mean, it's more of the approach that has made him a machine in this matchup, where most often than not, ISF couldn't really read his gameplay on both halves.
Yes, and that's why the strength coming from Team Macedonia. But let's see the bracket here, the newest one. At the grand final, we're gonna see Mongolia against North Macedonia. They haven't met yet, even once, and right now they're gonna face each other tomorrow at 10 GMT plus 8. North Macedonia win against Team ISF 2-0 just previously.
Wow. This is the dream matchup. Two of the strongest team finally will collide tomorrow. So set your clocks really early, gamers, because we know you're going to play till late night. We're going to start it off really early at 10 a.m.
Yeah. And also like, oof, feels like yesterday, look at that. We start the main event at 7 December, I believe. And it's already at near...
Time flies.
Time flies really fast.
Well, of course, that is the conclusion of our lower bracket finals. Once again, kudos to Team ISF. They have had such a magnificent run, and they will finish on third place overall. And we do have the winners that's going to be ready to take on an interview later on, and we will basically wrap things up here. Thanking all of you guys who are participating in the I stage. We're here at the Marusaka Hotel, and you still have some time to basically get your tickets for tomorrow morning. We will have both the CSGO finals as well as the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Grand Finals on Earth stage. And Wawa, any last few words to say before we pass it back to our dear host on stage?
I think that this is a very, very great run for both of the team. I mean, so many nations is participated on IESF. And yeah, we are glad that we're going to see the conclusion tomorrow.
Exactly. And of course, with that being said, this is a 4-team World Esports Championship, IESF, held in Bali, Indonesia. This has been such an extraordinary tournament where we have hundreds of nations here competing. And now, only the best few will be able to be rewarded with prize money and a whole lot of glory back to that nation. And of course, we thank you all for joining in. And we also do thank the ones that have supported us along the way. And we thank wonderful Indonesia, Kemenpora, NOC, Kony, and thanks to all our sponsors, JHL Group, JHL Auto, Nusapay, Das, Kuda Crypto, Patamina, Taiwan Excellence, Hydro Coco, Samsung Galaxy A-Series, IndyHome, Telkomsel, Hin, Episode Hotel, Mersaka Nusa Dua, Mineski Global, Indonesia Football League, E-League, ESID, Lemonade, Plaza, Sofel, Antis.
And our media partner Net TV, Trans 7 Detikcom, Esports ID, Video.com, Dunia Games, Dance TV, Dance Play, Merah Putih Bola Skor, kami bijak. And yeah, I guess that's it from both of us here. I'm Omwawa and Contra. We are signing out because there will be interview from our host to the winner. So let's pass it away. Please, host.
So GG to Team IESF, and once again congratulations to Team North Macedonia for advancing to the biggest stage on the IESF 14 World Esports Championships Bali 2022, which is the Grand Finals. I would like to invite you guys to do yet another round of interview with these guys. So to be honest, I run out of questions for you guys. But however, another revenge match is succeeded. Just how did you bounce back from the losses?
As I said, today we were feeling the game. We felt awesome on the server. We did some pretty good rounds. We won insane rounds. Well played by all of my teammates. And as I said in the previous interviews, our aim was on point today.
Okay, the aim was on point today. Okay, so your title as the defending champion is finally at stake tomorrow. Does that make extra motivation for you guys?
Yeah, that's a motivation for sure. A little bit also of pressure, but I think we'll manage to keep calm and to play our game.
Okay, we will definitely see how the match will go out tomorrow. So once again, congratulations to advance to the grand final. You may back to where you sit.
Thank you.